Okay, good morning and welcome to my kitchen. This morning I'm gonna make some oatmeal raisin. Of course, everything I'm using is organic. I don't do instant oats or anything like that because basically, yeah, all the goodness has been processed out of them. So I do. This is called old-fashioned oats, which in my estimation, just means they haven't processed them, so you really got to take some time to cook them. Yeah, instant oats, forget about it. Just don't even bother. The reason you think you're eating oats, mostly has been taken out of it. Let's see, what am I doing now? Getting my measuring. Now, what I usually do is I've got a little container in here. Let's see how my camera setup's doing here. I want to make sure I get this stuff. Well, I've got a little container in here that I got from like a restaurant kind of thing. There was like maybe salsa in it or something. And for my purposes, these days, it's the perfect size for me. So what I will do is I will put what I usually put in it, but now I'm going to measure it for the sake of the video for those of you that may want some kind of better measurement than that. Okay, so what it turns out to be is, where is that? Right there. That's a half a cup. How about that? That's a half a cup. So I'm going to use that. Uh, yeah, okay. Anyway, it's a half a cup. Now I'm just going to pour it back in there because I do measure the water part. So for what I'm about to do, I get a cup of water. Okay, there goes my cup of water. Now I'm going to turn it on right now. I'm still going to put uh, half a cup more in here. Just a half a cup more. And that works out well for me what I'm doing. I'm finding the measure on here. Let's see. Uh, yeah, that's about right. Okay, so half a cup more. Got it turned on. And put my cup back. And I'm going to be putting some raisins in there in a moment. Now, I'm going to pause the video while the water heats up. And we'll be right back. And here we go. My water is at a boil now. And I've got my cup that I mentioned earlier. Poured it in. Okay. Now, I don't need it to be a big old rolling boil, so I'm going to turn it down to what is 7, which is basically 2 clicks away from medium, meaning it would go 7, 6, medium, like that. And for the raisins, you can see I'm just like putting in about like this much. I mean, it's a raisin to taste kind of thing, so whatever you feel would work for your family. So I'm just going like that. I'm not going to have this recipe included written down in the description because it's just a very loose kind of experience. I mean, relating to the amount of oatmeal I used and water, then this next part does matter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly set my watch timer to 8 minutes. Now, I put my lid on. I've got a little opening on the side here. I didn't completely close it because it could boil over, so I'm just leaving that little bit open. I've turned it down, as I mentioned. Put my oatmeal away. And for me, when I set it to 8 minutes, that's working, and you'll see what I do next. So I'm going to pause again. Yeah, I'm just turning this back on for a moment. We're not done yet, but you can see even though I turned it down and I cracked it open a little bit, it still started to bubble up and overflow. So I saw that, and I'm making the opening on the edge here a little bit bigger. Now what I do need to do is, because I actually stepped away from that for a moment, and when I came back, it was like, oh, okay. it needs my attention. Yesterday, yesterday morning, I forgot to set a timer and I stepped away to interact with my girls. Yeah, see, there it goes again. I need to turn that down. I'm turning it all the way down to medium right there. And I actually burned my oatmeal. I had to uh, throw that pan to the side, start a whole new pan, more dishes to do, the whole thing, right? But yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I mean the bottom of the pan, it had gotten black and everything. So, so I'll be back in a moment. And okay, my timer has gone off. So what I'm gonna do now, give it a stir, see where it's at. Starting to wonder if I if I added too much water. We will find out in just a few minutes. Because now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close it completely. No little crack for the steam to escape or anything, and shut it off. But I'm gonna leave it right there. And now I'm gonna set my timer 5 minutes, and we're gonna see what it's like when I come back to it. So it's shut off, close the cover completely, and there's still like quite a bit of water in there, and I'm starting to wonder, did I like mess up on my measurement? Like I think I added like a cup and a half of water to the measurement relating to the oatmeal, and I'm wondering, do I usually do less than that? Is it like to that amount of oatmeal? Do I usually do like a cup and a quarter? But we'll find out in a minute because I know what I'm going to want that to look like when I come back. I always let it set at this time and shut it off. So the adventure continues. Let's see what it's like when we return. Okay, so let's turn this on again and see where we're at. I just had a phone call come in. I hope it didn't mess up my video. But let's see what's going on here because I use an earbud to. Oh man, I think I added too much water. Well, this is what I'll do. It's an easy fix. I will turn this back on and I'll put you on pause again for just a moment. And also, my girls are calling me, so I'll be back. Okay, yeah, I had a banana emergency. One of my girls accidentally dropped her banana on the floor, so it was like, okay, we gotta fix that immediately. So yes, easy fix for this. Really, it's not ideal though. Yeah, so I misjudged the amount of water. I'm thinking what I usually do is probably like um a cup and a quarter of water as opposed to what I ended up doing, which I think was like a cup and a half or something. Or so, like I said, it's not ideal, but because ideally I wanted to just when I take that cover off after letting it set a few minutes, I want it to be just ready. What I'm doing now, you see, I've taken the cover off and I got the heat back on, and so that's just letting it, cook the extra moisture out. But it's not ideal for a few reasons. One, the sake of convenience and it being ready when I think it should be, and also I'm cooking the product just way too much. I don't want to, I don't want to destroy all the vitamins and all that stuff, and or whatever else good stuff is in there that could be damaged by cooking it too long. But it is what it is, and as you can see, I hope you find it interesting. This is a real channel, and what you see is what you get. And this could, of course, happen to anybody in their kitchen, maybe being in a hurry and misjudging the amount of water, and then you'd go from there with where I've gone next. Now it's actually almost ready, cooked off, most of the excess moisture, and got it on number 7 again. I'm going to turn it up onto high just for a couple of blinks of the eye, basically, just because, boom, I'm about to shut it off. Now I'm going to cover that again. And I'm going to set my watch for 5 minutes just to let it settle and turn into that experience that I was looking for earlier. So from here, when I turn my video back on, I'll be putting it in bowls, but I guess you'll see that, so I won't go into the description until we're actually there. Okay, okay, we're back. Welcome back to the oatmeal raisin adventure I'm having this morning. And now that's fine. Yeah, there looked like there was a little bit of moisture just kind of hanging out on top, but then when I started stirring it, boom, it's wonderful. So, like I said, not ideal, but that's what you would do if, I should probably angle this better for the camera, right? If you accidentally added too much water, which is what I did this morning. And there, like that. And then, oh, just a moment, I'm being paged. I shall be back. Okay, I'm back. And a lovely bowl of oatmeal raisins. I gotta watch out in using my pretend accents. I did that in another video, and it sounded so bad I actually had to edit it out. Now a little bit of cream, you see. Once again, everything's organic. This is also from the A2 variety of cow. So a little bit of cream on there to make it extra delightful. And well, we are done. And once again, it's not my ideal that I misjudged the water, but perhaps it made for a even better video on the level of instruction tutorial. This is what you do if you did what I if you do what I did, whatever. Okay, now, little side note, man, you want to soak these immediately. If you can't get to washing them right away, soak them. At least run some water in them. Fill up that pan. Have the spoon inside of it. And once my pan is full, I'll just be putting this right on top with this part open. Because when this stuff dries, it's going to perhaps be extra challenging to clean. I really just don't want to do any more work than I have to. I want to keep it as easy as possible. So anyway, I hope you found this to be interesting. And like, subscribe, and share. How's that go? Like, share, subscribe, and share. I think that's it. And feel free to leave comments. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye for now. Oh, you know what would have been really cool? If I had some fresh strawberries to put in there. That would be extra pretty. I'm being paged again. Gotta go.